My name's Hunter, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a French omelet. So these are my tools. I have a big pan, which is mainly going to be for the omelet. The little pan is going to be for the sauté. This bowl is what we're going to use to make the whisk, or to whisk the eggs. This spatula right here is what I like to use to help with the sauté and the omelet. It is pretty good. You can use whatever you like. Now, I use a fork to whisk it. You can use a whisk, but people say that when you use a whisk on eggs, it makes it a little too fluffy, so most people just use the fork. And our knife is going to be used to cut our ingredients, our peppers, our onions, and this is our cutting board that we're going to use to cut everything on. And now let's get to the ingredients. So over here we have fresh bell peppers, a fresh onion, and some ham. Now this is going to be the sauté. I'm going to use garlic salt and thyme for the sauté along with butter. So over here, this is for the egg. You can use any ingredients you want, but I just like this. This is my personal favorite. We have salt, which is a classic with pepper. We have tahini, which is like a lemony spice, a little lemon into it. I like that. We have Kobe Jack, and then we have eggs. So now we're going to cut our ingredients for our sauté. Make sure you are very careful with this and you have a well-known knife that you're familiar with. So we're going to start by cutting the ham into slices like this. Let's move that. And then you can turn them into bite-sized pieces or dices. Just like this. That's done. Right, we're going to cut our pepper. So I like to cut like this. You can cut any way you like. I like to do thin slices like this. The thickness of usually bite-sized, just like the ham. Now this is quite a lot, so I might not use all of these when it comes to the sauté. But now you just want to cut like this into small bite-sized pieces. Just like this. Make sure you be safe and you watch your fingers. Alright, my onions just like this. Almost the same way, just kind of strips. I don't like that much onion, so I think that's going to be good. So once you get here, just once again, just small slices. Just like that. It's okay, they're not too even. They're gonna go inside the egg, so it's not really gonna change the look of anything. Just like that. Now that we're done with this, I'm going to mix all my ingredients up. Make sure to wash your hands, and if your vegetables aren't, you can wash them before you cut. So I like to mix them just normal. They're gonna go in the pan, so it really is not gonna matter. I have to use a little bit of garlic salt. Just over the top. Not too much, because the ham's already salty. It just adds a little flavor to it, which really helps. I'll just mix it up. Now on to the next part. Now we're going to making our omelets. So we're going to start off with the egg. You just want to crack it. Just like that. Set that there for now. And we're going to be doing 3. Just like this. Just like that. You just want to start mixing your eggs and pour a little bit of salt. The salt helps break down the proteins and helps it make it a lot more smoother, nicer omelet. So while you're mixing, you want to get your pepper. Just put a little pepper in. If you want, you can also put this in the sauté, which we might do later. Just a little pepper. And just keep on mixing. We're just going to mix this in. This now, you're just going to start whisking it to get some air under your eggs and make them a lot more fluffier. Now this is optional, but you can use milk. And milk helps it with the flavor. Milk or heavy whipping cream. We have milk today, but it does not matter. It will not change anything too much. It just makes it a lot more smoother, nicer omelet. Alright, set that there. And just keep on whisking, just like this, until they're smooth and they're a consistent color. You don't want any sudden color changes, or it'll leave white or yellow spots within your omelet. Just keep on whisking. Not too much though, just enough. Just like this. I'm gonna go ahead and add my little seasoning I like, just a little bit. I'm gonna keep on mixing. You wanna go for more of a whisk than a mix to make your omelets a lot more fluffy. That looks good. So you wanna turn your stove on to a medium high heat. And then your sauté is gonna go a lot faster than your eggs. So you can start off on about medium too. And then you might want to take this off every once in a while just so it can cool down. Just like that. First, the saute is going to be a lot faster than the eggs. So you just want to take a decent amount of butter, not too much, not too little, just a good amount. You want to lay it in your pan. Now this is where the spatula comes in. You're going to use this and just move the butter around and get it going. Now with this, you want a really good browning to it. So the high heat's going to help it. You can go ahead and start putting your ingredients in. So here we have, this is where we're going to be sauteing. We're going to start moving down the board. Just like that. There we go. I'm going to get these little extra bits right here, and there. And just watch the butter melt. Now, depending on how you want it, you can put more butter in there or not. I might later. Just depends. You just want to mix it around a little bit, just kind of get it started. It kind of picks up fast, so just you make sure you gotta watch it. But you can just leave it there for a little bit while it just sautés. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit more butter. Some butter, put it on your pan. This is for the eggs, and the eggs are really buttery. Just use a little bit more. That's good. Now we're gonna grab this. You want to stir up your saute a little bit. Now here we're going to put a little thyme in there. I just like this, adds a little bit of flavor to it. And see the heat picks up fast. So you just gotta watch it. Now we're gonna go ahead and put a little bit more butter in here. Just like that. Just like that. Now you can just leave it in there while all the ingredients saute. The thyme really brings out the butter. So now over here, you want to make sure you start mixing up the butter. Make sure you put butter in your pan. That's how the butter is going. You're going to grab your eggs. Finally mix them up a little bit. Now I'm just going to put this back on while this sautés. I'll spread them out so they cook evenly. So now here, there's a little bit of browning. So we'll down there a little bit too long, but that is okay. So we're going to grab our eggs. Let's stir up a little bit more. And then you want to just set them in here, just like that. And then right away, you want to lower your heat. And then just start mixing them around. Make sure to go around the edges to get them all evenly. Now, depending on the heat, certain omelets cook at different temperatures. And what we're making pretty much a fast omelet. A dinner omelet is when you just leave it on here. But a French omelet is very unique, and I'll show you why. So just make sure you're stirring this up. This is okay if it sits there for a little bit. It's not going to be too much. Just make sure you just move it around your egg. Just like this. Make sure it cooks evenly. And try to break up any big pieces you see. Make sure to get along the edges. You don't want anything to burn or stick. Just like this. And just spread them out a little bit. So there. Come back to your saute and make sure you're just moving those around every once in a while. Alright. Now come back to your eggs. Make sure you're just moving them around. And now this technique right here really helps. It's called, we don't know the name. What you do is just move your eggs back and forth while making little pockets. Then you shake the pan, try to pick up any big pieces, and you just spread them out evenly. So you might just move it around. To get any loose pieces, just kind of settle. You can take it off the stove if you really want to. Yes, we're moving them back just like this. And you kind of want to pan them out so it all cooks evenly. A little bit of shaking. Just like that. Around the edges, maybe. Do that. And one shake. We can just let that sit, make sure it's all spread out so it cooks evenly, and we can come back to our ingredients. The mixture is taking them. There's a really good sear to it, so that's really good. These are looking really, really good. So really, the main thing you want to do in sauteing is you want to get your vegetables nice and soft. Kind of split them out, like so. Just like that. And now you can take them off the stove, or you can turn the stove down if you would like. So I'm just going to turn it down just for now, so it's okay. And so now, we're just going to break up any air bubbles that are forming. And just flatten it out. Just like that. Helps it get its shape. Now see, we didn't whisk it enough, so there's a few white spots, but that's okay. Make sure you're still mixing everything together. And now I'm just going to take off the soda just to render it from cooking a little bit more. Alright, now with this, you want to get ready to plate. A little bit of air bubbles here and there. So you're going to get your cheese. You can play it however you like, but I like to put my cheese right in the middle. Just like that. Make sure it's still cooking. Might have to stop a little air bubbles from forming. That's okay though. So now with your saute, you just want to grab it, pick it up so you're not getting the greases or oils, and set it right on top. Now, because there's a good amount of here for the small of an omelet, it might be harder to close, so I'm just going to save a little bit extra for after. Oops. Alright, now when plating, there's a technique where you grab under, or go under, and you start folding it over. Just like this. This is the part where I'm not the best at, but that's okay. And so they shake it. You want to start folding this side over too. Ooh. And you start shaking your eggs over to the edge. This technique's pretty hard, so sometimes you might not get it. It might take a while. And then you just want to put it onto your plate. Oh, it broke, but that's okay. So just because it broke, that's okay. It's a hard technique to learn sometimes, so you want to just plate it with your cheese. A little bit more. I like a lot of cheese. And then we're going to use the rest of the saute. This is how I like to do it. Yeah, what's really fun about this is they form it into a cigar shape, but that's okay. Just like that. Set your ingredients away. Make sure you turn off your heat. Your ingredients, and there you go. That's how you make an omelet, a French omelet.